Shabbos Kestenbaum, who's become a kind of well-known figure in in U.S. Commentator. He's a Harvard student who's standing up to Harvard. Let's see what he has, what his understanding is of the situation. Here he is speaking on Fox. Let's see.
Anti-American, intellectually challenged. I have been a registered Democrat since the day I turned 18. I have only voted for Democrats. I'd like to think the last 10 months I've been calm, cool, and collected. But I am so sick and tired with the election less than 100 days away of pretending that this anti-American, intellectually challenged, allergic to reality, petulant children have any role in normative policymaking or in electoral politics. They want a ceasefire. They want a two-state solution. Hamas rejected a ceasefire 2 days ago and then sent a suicide bomber to go blow up Jews. That is the reality that we are dealing with in the Middle East. And let me remind not only my fellow Democrats, but to the American people, this war could be over the minute Hamas releases the hostages and surrenders. But we have been perpetrating a fantasy that Jews are somehow colonizers in the very land that they are literally named after. And universities, college students, the media, and far-left politicians have fed into this fantasy. And that's this crap that you're seeing at the DNC right now in Chicago of 100,000 people who really can influence policy. And that's what so concerns me as a Democrat and as a Jewish American.
Okay. It's a great video. We might play it again. So I really liked a lot of, you know what, let's play it again. And this time I want to break it down with you slowly. Okay. Here's Shabbos Kestenbaum on Fox.
I have been a registered Democrat since the day I turned 18. I have only voted for Democrats. I'd like to think the last 10 months.
Okay. So he's establishing bona fides. Okay. I'm from the left. I'm not some like right-wing guy like Yishai Fleischer or something. Okay. I've been from the left. Okay.
Months I've been calm, cool, and collected, but I'm
calm, cool, and collected. So I'm rational, not some religious fanatic. Okay.
So sick and tired with the election less than 100 days away of pretending that this anti-American, intellectually challenged, allergic to reality, petulant children have any role in normative policymaking or in electoral politics.
Okay. So here, what he's saying is like this, and I was saying this before. In the United States, there's an effort to erase the story of America. There's free Palestine on all these campuses. It's not about Palestine. It's all about one thing, which is to get rid of the freedoms, the traditions, the defenses of the United States, and to get rid of Israel and replace it. That's the flag. That's not the flag of the United States. It's the flag of Palestine, meant to replace the heroes of the United States. I'm telling you again, I wish I could come up with exact and a perfect phrase for this. But when you hear free Palestine, it means destroy the place that I'm in right now and make it into this thing that I want, this jihadist capital, this jihadist front. So he says should not be part of Democrats' lingo. This is not, says John Michael Lewis here. He says, I'm afraid to go on the NYU campus. Listen, you could drop the N from NYU and go to Yeshiva YU, which is uptown in New York. Of course, you could take a flight to Eretz Yisrael and join us here. And says Ethiopian Gazian, we stand with Israel. So we got people all over the world that are standing with us. Let's keep going with this video.
They want a ceasefire. They want a two-state solution. Hamas rejected a...
Right. Bro, I know you're speaking to a certain audience, but they don't want a ceasefire. They want us to cease firing on them. They don't want a ceasefire. And they don't want a two-state solution. You know that. Hamas doesn't want... Hamas has never, even to their credit, by the way, they've never wanted a two-state solution. It's the flip side of the coin, the same coin. You know, there's the PLO-PA side and there's the Hamas side. So the PLO-PA side, they're the ones that say that they want a two-state solution, but the Hamas side has never said that, to their credit.
Ceasefire 2 days ago and then sent a suicide bomber to go blow up Jews. That is the reality.
And that's right. There was a bomber in Tel Aviv, and miraculously, he blew himself up by himself. And this was last week. And so Tel Aviv was spared.
That we are dealing with in the Middle East. And let me remind not only my fellow Democrats, but to the American people, this war could be over the minute Hamas releases the hostages and surrenders. But we have been perpetrating a fantasy.
I just want to say about that, no, it's not true. This war is not going to be over the minute Hamas releases the hostages. No. This war is only going to be over when there's no more thing called Hamas. And certainly not on the borders of Israel. And we have to stop, you, Shabbos, have to stop perpetuating the lie that this war could be over if they just really, I get the Hasbara piece of it, but that's not the real truth, is it? The real truth, those guys got to go. Hezbollah, Hamas, PLO, PA, these are here to shrink Israel, to destroy Israel, to hurt Israel, and we got to get rid of them. And that's the truth. Am I right, folks? Am I right here that we got to get rid of these folks, these bad guys? Am I right? Are you with me here? There's no partial peace with these guys. No. They're here to destroy us, and the Talmud tells us, "Hakam le'orgecha, shkem le'orgo." He who rises up to kill you, rise up even earlier and get him first. Let's finish up this video.
That Jews are somehow colonizers in the very land that they are literally named after. And universities, college students, the media, and far-left politicians have fed into this fantasy. And that's this crap that you're seeing at the DNC right now in Chicago.
Bravo, Shabbos Kestenbaum. Bravo for, do you remember that old commercial, like Smuckers? Remember with a name of like Smuckers, it's got to be good. With a name like Shabbos Kestenbaum, it's just got to be good. But bravo, Shabbos Kestenbaum, for that particular phrase. I want to hear that phrase again. You made my day when you made that phrase. Let's hear that again.
And that's this college students, the media, and far-left politicians have fed into this fantasy. And that's this crap that you're seeing at the DNC right now in Chicago. Are literally named after. And universities in the very land that they are literally named after. That Jews are somehow colonizers in the very land that they are literally named after. And universities, college students, the media, and far-left politicians have fed into this fantasy. And that's this crap that you're seeing at the DNC right now.
That's right. The greatest lie and the greatest fantasy, the greatest created narrative, the fake narrative, is that the Jewish people are somehow foreign to the land of Israel, that they're named after. I love that. That's great. Or it's named after us, really. That's absolutely right, Shabbos Kestenbaum. You're absolutely right. The Jewish people are from this land. This is our ancestral land. The world recognized it as our land. We have fought and won for this land. God is with us on this land. The Christian text recognizes that. The Muslim text recognize that. It's our land. And I love that Shabbos Kestenbaum is able to tell people in his world that one of the biggest lies of the progressive liberal world is that this land is somehow not ours, and that somehow there's one biggest single lie. That biggest single lie is the word occupation. That's the biggest single lie out there. There's no greater lie than saying the Jewish people don't belong in the land of Israel.